everyone, it's Mia. I know it's been a long time. Sorry. Life happened. Anyways, I promised a while ago that I would do a tutorial on how to set up tokens for use on Roll20 for the players. So this is it, as you can see from the title of the video. Side note, setting up tokens for the characters needs to be done by the DM. So as a player, you won't be able to do it yourself on the character sheet because you need access to some options that you wouldn't have access to. So for this tutorial, we're going to be making a token for Nerlaak. Nerlaak was my first ever character. She was a Goliath cleric who was super duper shy. I miss her. Anyways, I'm gonna be using that portrait which my friend did for her, and I want to make a fancy round token to go along with the tokens used on token packs, on official modules and stuff. So what I'm going to do is use a tool called Token Tool, which you'll find a link to in the doobly-doo down there. I'll open it, then I will drag in Nerlaak's image in there. As you can see, it gives you a square thingy that zooms in on a part of the image. That's not what we want. Firstly, we want a round token. As you can see, you have a whole bunch of options for borders for that token. I personally like to use, where are you? That gold one. Then you have a zoom tool to let you like pick up a size that works. So this one is big variations. This one lets you be a bit more finicky with it. And you can see the preview in the corner here. That seems cool. So I'll go with that. I will save the token. I don't want to save it there. No, I don't want to save it there. I want to save it here. YouTube, Twitch, tutorial here, and Nerlaak token. Save. So here we are. I can close that. And here we have Nerlaak's pretty token, which I can now drag here. So I need to upload it on Roll20. Alright, now I have a nice round token. I want it to be the proper size. There we go. And then I'm going to tell it that it represents... There's a lot of characters, that's because this is my messing around with character creation game. Don't pay attention to that. So this is Nerlaak Stronghand. I want the nameplate to show up. I want the green bar to represent her HP. And I want the blue dot to represent her AC. So as you can see, it shows HP total, current HP, which is her total at the moment because she's full health. And I said that I want to show the nameplate, but I need for that to show up to actually click it here. And I also want other players to be able to see my health bar and the bar number 2, which I use for AC. You can show in the bars a lot of things. I don't see why you would ever want to show your acrobatics bonus, but you can. I have a friend that uses it to track passive perception. You can track your spell slots. I wonder, like, it's not super useful. is that? Slot expanded. No, I want the slots total, and then I can, I guess, make it a bar. Like I have. That didn't make it a bar. Weird. I don't know. Why would you? Why you would do that? But you can if you want. As I said, I have a friend that uses it to track passive perception. I usually don't track anything in there. Hello. Why do you still show me? Like. Because it's still written there. Okay. Okay, and if I do that, why? There we go. Okay. I messed around with stuff and it did things. Alright, if you have a paladin, you might want to show the fancy 10 feet aura around it. So you can set the size of the aura, in this case 10 feet, you can switch it to 30 feet afterwards. You can set the color of the aura, say you want it to be a very flashy green. You need to save the changes for it to show up. As you can see, it's very, very visible. So you might want to use more of a light color to be able to show the aura. In this case, Nerlaak is a cleric. She does not have an aura, so I'll turn that off. One other things that you will want to do in the advanced bit is if you're using dynamic lighting, you will want to do that. You'll want to give the character sight, and you'll want to set up their dark vision. So the way this works, let me just save the changes for now. I'm gonna turn off global illumination so that you can see the effects. So let's say you want to have 30 feet of strong light and an additional 30 feet of dim light. You will set it up this way? Nope, the other way around. Okay, so the first number is the total sight, the total light radius, that's dim light, and the second number is how much of that is actually bright light. Yeah, I think that looks wrong. Let's see that with. Yeah, that's correct. So that would be like 30 feet and 15 feet. So you have 15 feet of bright light and then some dim light. It doesn't show properly. Oh no, it's there. It's just subtle, but yeah, you can see. Okay, so that's how you set up vision. Usually dark vision should be, well, the way it's said in the text is if there's dim light, you see as bright light, and otherwise in the complete dark, you see as if it were dim light. So you would have 60 feet of dim light and no bright light. So it would be like that. That looks wrong too. Why? Oh. If you put it 60-60, there will be 60 feet of bright light. That works. Ish. Roll20 always has issues with that specific thing. A lot of people I know will set it up with 60 feet total of lighting and 30 of it being bright. So there's that. You can see like slightly Roll20 is being Roll20. But anyway, if the character has vision because it's holding an item that makes light, you will want all players to see the light. But if it's just passive dark vision, it will be just passive sight. You can restrict, like if he's holding a lantern that only illuminates in a 60-foot cone. Not a 60-foot cone, but an angle of 60 feet. You can hold it like that, and then you can rotate the character to show where it illuminates. Anyway, that's if you want to mess around with dark vision and light, and if you're using dynamic light. If you're not using dynamic lighting, there is really no point in that. But here you go. That is a character token. Now, this token represents Nerlaak, but if I if I lose some health, the health is shown here, and additionally I can, like, if I take 12 damage, I can type -12 in the health thingy, and the health is reduced, and likewise I can, if I go heal myself for 20, I can type +20, and that will adjust, and it adjusts automatically on the character sheet, because those two are linked. But right now, if I create a new page and try and drag and drop my character on it, let's do it. If I try and drag Nerlaak on it, she does not have a token. She will just have the image with nothing set up on it. And that's not what we want. We want to be able to drag and drop our token all the time. So let's go back here. What we need to do is, first you click on the token, then you go on the edit button here, and you tell it to use the selected token. Now you save the changes, and if you go to a new page, you can drag and drop Nerlaak's token, and it's all good and done. And as long as the player has access to the character sheet, can be edited and controlled by, that player can move around the token, change the health, and so on. Which is very, very useful. That's how you set up a character token. Now, say you want to add in a guard. First, you want to, not a ward, a guard. Setting up a token for an NPC is slightly different. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of tokens already in there from the SRG. That's not what I want. I want just a normal guard. Normal guard is here. So you want to have the guard sheet show up here. And let's say you're using free assets from the library. So ignore the fact that there's a guard token in my library currently. These are not guards. You know what? We'll use the guard token from my library. That will be easier. So what you want when you set up this guard token, again, you want it to represent the card. You want the nameplate to show up. But you might not want the players to see the nameplate because they don't need to know what stats you're using for it. Likewise, you might not want them to be able to see how many HP it has or stuff like that. One important thing when you're setting up NPCs is that especially things like guards. You will want to like have it know how much HP there is, but then you'll want to set it back to none. There's a very good reason to that, because if you stick it to HP and then you add another guard token, they will all change their HP at the same time. Like you take 5 HP from the guard number 1, it will take 5 HP from the guard number 2, because it will be linked to the HP on the token on the guard sheet. So it represents all the same character, which is not what you want. So you have the proper amount of HP show up, and then you set it as representing nothing special. And as for the AC, you don't want the normal AC, because it might not take things into value. It will just take the character's dexterity into account. So what you want is the one that is called NPC AC to be correct, because if you just go AC, yeah, it will think, oh, it has a +1 in dex. I can't find the item armor, so its AC is 11, which is not the case. So you want the NPC AC. And like I said, you don't want them to be able to see all those things, so you just save as is. So you can see that it's a guard. Your players won't be able to see that it's a guard, because you told it that it can't see the nameplates. And like we did for the character player, you'll want to use the selected token. And fun fact, when you do that, it does not give you the portrait here. But if you bring in a guard and another guard and another guard, as many guards as you need, they all have the proper amount of HP, and likewise you can change how many HP they have. And you're set. I don't think you need more information. That's pretty much it. You can set their size. If you have smaller creatures, you can make the tokens smaller. Probably you will want to set dimensions for something smaller units, like 0.5, 0.5. You can set, and it will tend to. Oops, I resized it accidentally. You can set it to be bigger. Again, if you change the token, the changes will not be recorded. Like right now, I changed that token to be big, but if I drag another guard, he won't be big. If I want the changes to be recorded, I want to edit that, remove the current token, and use the selected one, which is bigger. And I will drag a new guard, and he is big, which really is not what a proper guard is. So let's just move that, yes, and use the selected one, which is a normal size. There. And they align to the grid and all that. So that's it. That's how you set up tokens for player characters and for NPCs. I hope this was useful to you guys, and hopefully see you soon. Yes, maybe. Bye!